Well, this is Romonzo Hill, everybody. Welcome, Romonzo.
There we go.
There we go. Welcome.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you fine. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Romonzo.
All right, my name is Romonzo Hill. I am a 48-year-old man, and just a few years ago, I was working for myself in entrepreneurship in the senior business. And when the pandemic came out, that business, I couldn't do that business because you couldn't get in contact with people. So really, I lost everything. I lost everything that I had. I had to start over from scratch. I lost my home, I lost my business, and I got just down, pretty much lost everything. Had to kind of move out, move in with someone. And so in that process, I got introduced to Kingdom. And in that time, I took my test, and it was still in the middle of the pandemic. So, we was able to work a little bit, but then as that came into when everything just changed, my life started changing because I began to, work hard. The leads came in. And so everything just kind of changed. It changed my life totally. And what I believe that if at 46 years old or 47, you can have a career turn, and clearly you can have one if you're young and have all the opportunities that it'll come with you in joining Kingdom. And it kind of just changed my life by getting in here and having an opportunity to just change everything about, my whole life at 46 years old. And so now I'm going on my third year, and things are steady changing. I've went from going from door to door and now kind of doing a lot of stuff online. And so that's changed everything for me.
So what do you think about, do you use the Kingdom enrollment tool?
I use the Kingdom enrollment tool 100% of the time.
What do you think about that?
It's an easy process. It keeps up with everything for you. I started out doing stuff, mailing, putting stuff in the book and sending it off to the agent. And that's just keeping, a lot of unnecessary paperwork to keep up with. And it just made the process a lot easier. You can do the health assessment in less than 2 minutes. You can literally enroll somebody in less than 6 or 7 minutes. It's not 5 minutes if your typing skills are up to par. It's just made life a lot easier versus writing all that stuff down, taking it and faxing it in and sending it in to the carriers. That enrollment tool has really just changed my life, and it's made things a lot simpler, easier for me to help people, and easy for me to enroll people. And it don't allow you to make really no mistakes. So you can make mistakes when you're writing it in. You can write the wrong thing in, or you can put something wrong, and it just eases the process and makes it easier to get that process to moving and get you paid faster.
That we used to have to take, if you're writing in multiple states or different counties, there used to be just volumes of paperwork you had to take with you to make sure that you had all of the supplies that you need in order to enroll somebody if they're a diabetic, or it's just a much more cumbersome process. And the enrollment tool has really streamlined our ability to meet with people. And so how many states are you licensed in, Romonzo?
I'm licensed in 6 states.
Okay, so you're doing enrollments telephonically in multiple states right now?
Yes, sir.
That is, that's very encouraging. And Romonzo and I are about the same age, and we are not, I wouldn't call us the most technologically savvy people on earth. My children are far better with these devices and everything than we are. And the enrollment tool is something that it's new. It's only really the pandemic was a shot in the arm for the insurance industry, because that it really caused our industry to go more paperless and more electronic, which is certainly more convenient.
Yeah, you just I used to ride around with all the different books inside of the car, and you're keeping up, like you said, you're keeping up with a application for diabetic, keeping up an application for this county, an application for this state, and it gets different and it just makes things a lot easier. Now I walk around with an iPad and it has all that information. I don't have to keep up with all that stuff. And like you say, you can send it in and complete an application in less than 10 minutes, complete the health assessment in less than 3 to 4 minutes. Just make life a lot easier for you, more convenient, definitely.
Is there anything else you want to tell this this group about the insurance industry or breaking into the insurance industry, or really your experience with Kingdom?
Yes. Yep. Like I said earlier, I'm 48. If I could change my life at 46 years old and change it totally and make it better than it was before, like I said, I've been in the entrepreneurship for a long time. And this just kind of gives you the same prospect. It's just like you're working for yourself. You're motivating yourself each and every day. You know, you have to motivate yourself to be successful. And so I would just tell anybody that those three things, and I kind of call them the rules, the keys to the kingdom, is to have, you know, the attitude, the discipline, and decisions to make, you know, to do the right thing every day. And, you know, you just live with integrity. But kingdom definitely gives you a lot of tools to be successful. And part of being successful is just having the right tools in place. When you have the right tools, they have the right staff. You call in, everybody's always willing to work with you. You call other agents and they're willing to tell you what they're doing to be successful. So I definitely would tell anybody who's thinking about a change in career, you know, you go to college and you get out of college and you make $46,000 and you literally could be making that in your first year, or you could be making that in your first 6 months. That's totally up to you. So I would encourage anybody who's thinking about this career, that it's definitely the right career path. It worked for me at 46 years old. I had shift, change, and pivot and do something different, and this was it for me.
So did you went through the entire, you were not a licensed insurance agent when we met. So you went through the pre-licensing exam, you did all that with us. Can you just tell me a little bit about that experience?
Oh yeah, that experience, you know, so when I began to get into it, everything was easy for us to contract and to Kingdom work with me all the way. They pretty much helped my hand through the process and just made things a lot easier for me. Any of the questions that I had, and I was able to go through, I was able to get contracted real easy. You know, it didn't take 4 or 5 weeks. Actually, like you said, I stayed on the ball and I was able to even call some of the carriers myself and getting things done a lot quicker. So it's just walking through every process and, you know, giving Shannon a call, and, you know, everybody in the back was just willing to work with me and everything. So it was just an amazing process for me.
Yeah, and that's one of the points I made earlier in the presentation. Our people are terrific. The folks you've got in this office, they're just good people, and they enjoy what they do, and they're very helpful. And I'm thankful that we have got the team that we have here. And I'd encourage everybody on this call, don't take my word for it. You know, try us, call us, speak with my people, email us, you know, however you prefer to communicate, that's the way we'll communicate with you. So let's think, Romonzo. Anything else?
Yes. I mean, I would just, like I said, you know, I went, you know, just not, you know, you go from doing a couple a week, and as you get advanced, like you say, you do 2 or 3 a week. And last week I was able to do about 17, you know, using the new lead systems that we have, that everything that's being available right now. So I would encourage anybody, you know, that, you know, once you study and once you learn this business, and like I said, I'm going on my 3rd year. So I'm not an expert, but I know what I'm doing. I understand sales. And from going from 2 or 3 a week to doing 17 a week is life changing and a game changer. And that's only with 6 states available. You know, as I increase those states, those numbers can go up.
That's over a $5,000 a week.
Yes, sir.
That's a success in anybody's.
Yes, sir.
Anybody's definition. Well, I appreciate you coming on, Romonzo. Been very helpful today. And I appreciate you talking to everybody and giving them wisdom on Romonzo's story, how Romonzo got where he is today. So thanks again for joining us, Romonzo.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.